As the final buzzer sounded on the Pistons' 2023 season, two die-hard fans, Mickey and Harry, each passed out and witnessed a vision. They were visited by Detroit's very own mascot, Hooper, the stallion ablaze, who told them the only way the Pistons would ever win a championship again was if these two men started a podcast. To be clear, they said, do we really have to do this? I mean, aren't there enough Pistons podcasts already? It seems like this might be overkill. But Hooper dunked on them, right in their face, and said, your team needs you. He presented them with a prophecy. Now it is their duty to help Detroit rise again and become champions. The Order of the Blazing Horse. Welcome back to another brand spanking new episode of the Order of the Blazing Horse, your only Detroit Pistons podcast based on a mystical prophecy. I should have said Detroit with the accent, but whatever. We're getting there. Mais oui, sacré bleu. All the French you need to know. I am one of those prophets touched by a horse, not in an inappropriate way, but in a very consensual, ethereal, otherworldly, third-eyedly way. Harry Moros out here near the 313. Not quite the 313, but near the 313. Formerly of the 810. Real ones remember, and joined as always by my co-host, my co-prof, who is what rhymes with prof? Trough? That's a horse one. My co-prof hanging out at the Order of the Blazing Horse Trough.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mickey. Hey!
Oh, ça va?
What is going on, Harry? We got a big sports day.
Oh yeah,
we had to shift things around a little bit because we got the WNBA championships. We got the Tigers Mariners game. Very exciting stuff here. How are your juice levels?
I'm juiced up, man. Pulp free, juiced up, feeling good. Got to run a disc golf in beforehand.
Priorities.
Finished the little horror short.
It's really good.
Thank you
so
much.
I think it's funny too.
Hey, if you want to see it, shoot the Order a DM and maybe we'll get it to you. And
slide up in there.
Slide, get slippery, get snickery, get Halloweeny, and. You know, it's been a fun day, and I can't wait for the sports later tonight. I'll rush to put my chickens away. That's just our stream element spot. Don't worry about that. How have you been, man? What's good in your world?
Not a whole lot. Just been busy with work and stuff. Had a bad bowling week, but it happens. It happens. You got to take the good with the bad. I had been doing all right, but I slipped. But we still managed to take 2 games out of 4. So even though I let the team down, we still walked away with a couple dubs. So you gotta take what you can get.
It's a team sport.
It really is.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
It's very much a team sport. So you know you've helped people up in other times. This time you need a little help from your friends.
I really did.
You gotta get by with a little help from your friends, right?
Got to.
And we're here now, and we've you know what's crazy?
What?
We've seen some NBA basketball.
Hey, we certainly have.
Oh my God. We got 2 games in here already. Pistons are 1-1 in those games. And not only did we get to see some new games, but because it's a new season, the Order of the Blazing Horse decided to put up a little bit of cash, a little cash money. And we invested in some brand new technology for the show, because we want to give our fans the best they got. And if you want the best, that's why you got to like and subscribe and put on your little alerts, your little notifications.
Gotta ding that bell. Ding it.
Here. Just
ding that thing.
Look, we're so close to 100.
We're pretty close.
100. Is that asking too much? I know we got more followers than that on some of the apps. I know y'all are listening. I know there are more than 100 comedy and Detroit Pistons basketball fans out there. Come on into the Order. Join the Order. We'd love to have you.
Please.
Yeah. We're shelling out the big bucks for this show.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, Mickey, it's not just the big tech companies that are going for all the power, slurping it all up. I went on eBay and I got us a little treat for our show.
What did you get? You spent a little coin.
I dropped a little coin, and I'm gonna push you into this digitally right now. But
Okay.
I got 4 of the Order of the Blazing Horse on a deal. The OOBH Overreactor.
Whoa. Okay. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. For those of you listening right now, I'm in like a metal tank. I'm looking at you through a window. This is called the OOBH, the Order of the Blazing Horse Overreactor. We got it just in.
Your O2 level in there is pretty good. Your OO
I can
level?
breathe. I feel good.
Great.
I feel good. It's nice. This is just in time for the preseason, but I don't know what it does. It's called an overreactor, but
we're gonna boot it up right now.
Boot it up. Tell me when it's
going.
It's going. Okay.
How are you feeling in there?
Well,
in the overreactor?
I feel good, but I feel like I watched the preseason and I'm just like worried that Ausar is not an offensive threat. Whoa. He's hesitant to shoot. His handle is loose. I just like don't think he can play the 4. I'm getting like a little. It's all a little much. Like I just feel like Ausar is just like a disappointment. We've only seen 2 preseason games, but he's disappointing, and I'm mad about it. And Cade needs everyone to be better, and Ausar doesn't look better. And we
gotta get out. We gotta get out of there. Whoa! Oh my gosh! My goodness, man! You were getting hot in that thing.
Where did that come from? That was weird.
That was wild. Did you see that? We got Trevor Browning. Shout out Trevor Browning, our true number 1, out in the chat, and he's right. The tech is here. Mickey, what's your blood rate? Or your heart rate at right now, man? You were fired up in that thing.
I am not feeling good right now. My pulse is high. I just need a little more aspartame to.
Oh, you're a diet man. Or
I'm a zero man. I'm a zero man.
You're Durin.
That was crazy. I don't know how much I like being in the overreactor. Maybe you should give it a test.
I'll go into it, but let's talk about some of the stuff you were overreacting about, like a little bit about.
I kind of blacked out, to be totally honest with you. What did I even say?
So you were saying that Ausar does not look like an offensive threat, that the handle looks loose, the jumper's not there, he's not able to take it in there. Is that truly how you feel, or do you think it was just that seemed like things were stemming from the overreactor a little bit to me?
Definitely. I mean, like, could he have gone off for 20 points? Yeah, that would have made me feel a little different about it. But like, in one game, the starting lineup was like not at all what it's going to be. He didn't look terrible with the ball. I thought he looked pretty good with the ball in his hands, actually. And I thought the ability to let Cade play off ball really contributed to him popping the frick off.
Oh my God,
Woo!
dude! Like let's talk about Ausar for a second, and we'll transition into Cade like with it. But like,
yeah,
looks loose sometimes, but other times it looks really good. Like he had a drive and bump off and finish, and then he got hit with the technical for the taunting afterward, which was hilarious. He's getting to the basket. He's getting free throw looks. I think he had like 10 free throws at least in the last game. So like opportunities are there. And like, he's great as far as passing go. He had an awesome like drive and kick to like some, I don't remember who it was, wide open on the perimeter, but like, we're going to get those looks, and he's an athletic freak. And the only way we're going to be able to get him to improve with the handle is with game reps, like understanding how to do it. Like, and if you're following Motor City Hoops, which you should be subscribed to, Bryce wrote a little bit about it. Like, he's going to learn how to handle the picks and rolls a little bit better with the ball in his hand. But the only way you can do it is if you have the ball in your hands during the reps. And it was in his hands way more often, like way more often than I thought. It was in his hands more than it was in Ivy's hands. It was in his hands way more. It was in LeVert's hands, kind of more than it was in Sasser's hands. So like, everybody who I heard was going to be our backup point guard, Ausar had the ball in his hands for that. And like you said, off ball Cade fucking rocks, dude. Fucking rocks. Like, he's just able to do so much. Can we talk about Cade's stats over these 2 games? I believe it was 28 minutes. He had 46 points, 10 points, 9 assists, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, and 4 steals, shooting 63% and 50% from 3. Like, an absolute fucking.
And by the way, it's not like just on the offensive end. Like, he's getting steals. He is active. In the game against the Bucks, he was guarding Bobby Portis, like using that size, using that frame. And like, I think the the Asar stuff I was saying was really just the overreactor. Because, like, by the way, you said we're gonna see him get more reps handling, but we've already seen it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looked good. Like that game against Philly, like he really like showed. And I think the fact that he's like kind of Cade size, you know, like they occupy kind of like a similar frame, and like he's just so twitchy and athletic, and he's got the vision. So I think the handle will come. We know it's something he's working on. I don't know why I let the overreactor make me say all that stuff.
Yeah, that's like honestly crazy. Let me get in this thing.
It might have just been me. I'm stressed. I'm under stress lately. So
I want to do a little checking on it, because I did just buy this off eBay, so I don't even know if it's like, you know, any good or anything.
You can't
like
trust
that.
eBay.
No, the reviews were good.
Okay, well then I take it back. You can then trust eBay. The reviews are good.
So let's see here. Yeah, it seems okay in this thing, but I don't think Jaden Ivey's going to be on this team for very long, because he doesn't look very good. He looks like sloppy and slow, and he kept turning the ball over. He was marked with like 3 turnovers in that first game, but then it seemed like it was going into like the 5 turnover category, and like the shot wasn't dropping, and he kept dribbling so badly. I don't know what was happening with this man. I don't feel good.
Whoa, Harry, my guy.
Oh my Lord.
You okay?
No, man. I'm like breathing so fast. I was like yelling. That was like hurting my throat. I didn't want to yell. I didn't even want to say that stuff about Ivy.
I mean, the guy hasn't played competitive basketball in like 10 months. You know, like I think he gets a little bit of grace there. I think you were hot. You were hot in that overreactor. I would go as far as to say that you were overreacting.
I would say so. Oh my God. I assume that's what the thing does.
I'm starting to think that's what it does. Is and like that's just like kind of a dangerous thing to have and do, especially in the preseason.
It's wild, especially and we're not even fully through the preseason. And like on the real with Ivy, yeah, like the turnovers happened, but you said he hasn't played in 10 months. And on top of that, he did have the ball in his hands. He did get a catch and shoot 3. Like the 3-point shot still looks good. He's still fast as hell and drive. Like we saw the speed. The speed's not gone. So like maybe that's not a problem. And he's just another person with the ball in his hands, taking it away from Cade. And it sounds like they're going to play together a whole bunch, which means more off-ball Cade, which means more monster performance. Cade kicking the monsters back. Godzilla, baby.
Yeah, and we also saw Ivy do that thing that, you know, not every player can do, where he gets those end of shot clock, end of quarter buckets.
Oh yeah.
You know, just like sees the clock ticking and he goes like a bullet. Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. I'm not gonna lie. You're not usually like that. You're usually like a pretty level-headed guy, like pretty homer tendencies. Maybe I'll go back in and see if this thing's busted, or if that's just.
Let's get you back in there. Just take a look. You know, it's called doing due diligence. So let's see how you
give it a couple of trials
in this bad boy.
Okay. I feel like Bobby Clintman is not an NBA player. The shot doesn't fall. He can't guard anybody. He's a cone out there. If that's our backup 4, the Pistons are going to win under 40 games this season. We're going to regress. We're going to be the laughing stock of the league again, dude. I can feel it. And it's all Bobby Clintman's fault. And if he can't turn it around, this season is screwed, man. It's screwed. And
we got to get you out of there. We got to get you out of this thing. You're losing your mind.
He's not up to.
Whoa, my God, dude. Like, we're talking about Bobby Clintman and that guy you all hyped up.
Why? Why are we talking about? Of all the things we should be worried about, it shouldn't be Bobby Clintman.
No, like
he actually looked pretty good in that game against the Bucks. By the way,
in the second game, the couple of threes, the fucking putback slam.
Yeah,
the putback slam. They started cheering Bobby for Bobby Portis, and he got all juiced up. He's like, "Oh, they're chanting me." But you know, it was wild seeing it. And like the other thing I want to bring up, as far as like him being the backup 4, I don't know if that's true.
I don't think it is.
It's not. I think he's going to be like maybe 14th man on this squad, maybe 15th man on the squad. Like when Tobias sat out in the second game, Ron started and Asar started.
Yeah.
Right. So, and Duncan started. So like, I don't think Bobby's going to figure into it too much. And I think he's going to have plenty of time in like the G League to get it figured out. And like, if he's break glass in case of emergency player, I'm not that worried about it.
Totally. He's like a decent, like you said, 14th man. Like we don't need to get all bent out of shape of like this huge burden being on Bobby Klintman's shoulders. Like if he turns out, he turns out, and if not, like that's okay too, because our season doesn't hinge on Bobby Klintman.
It really
I've got to chalk that up to the overreactor. But again,
so. You're a level-headed guy most of the time.
And I try to be, but it's just, it did something to me. And it's the preseason, man. People get crazy in the preseason, especially when you hop inside that eBay overreactor.
It's that thing is so crazy because it's just making me so fucking angry. And like, I know there's no way I'm gonna get angry about like talking about Cade, right? So if I just think about Cade Cunningham in the overreactor, then that won't be as big a deal. I just want to make sure I can get in this thing real quick.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
Hop back in there. I'm sure it'll be different this time.
Hot technology, but we'll figure it out. So, all right. Hopping in. Okay. Feels pretty warm in here. Feels all right. Feels pretty warm. Thinking good thoughts about Cade Cunningham, the future of American basketball in the NBA, the next American-born MVP, Cade Cunningham. I think he's going to score 30 points a game this season. The dude looks unstoppable. Dare I say, better than he did at the end of last season. We've seen him come into these seasons so slowly, and now he's coming in so hot, just dominating the preseason, toying with people, looking like a whole different level of basketball player. Forget number 3 player in the NBA East. He's going to be number 1 this season. I think that's what's going to happen with Cade Cunningham. I think he's going to go beyond 2. He's going to change his number to 1 because he is number 1. He's going to be the NBA MVP this year. Oh my God.
Harry, I see that vein in your forehead and it is a throbbing.
That thing is gonna burst someday. I swear to God. But is that's I mean, it wasn't negative, but
do you feel that way? Do you feel that way about? I don't know. I mean, how do you feel? You were saying you were pumping up Cade pretty high, and this is a pro Cade podcast, but
I don't know like how much of an overreaction, but it was an I don't think he's gonna win the MVP this year. Like that's a hard thing to do. Right? That's a real hard thing to pull up. Like Jokic had a triple-double last season with like damn near 30 points, over 12 rebounds, and over 10 assists needed to win the MVP. So who knows? Second best player in the East, first best player in the East. I mean, we got to talk about toppling Giannis.
Yeah.
Yo, wild.
Yeah, but I do think he's going to have a monster season, man. If you're getting 8 free throws and a half,
oh my God.
That is such a game changer.
Oh my God. Because he was getting what, like 4 free throws a game? So if he gets...
Was that all?
That was all? It was like 4 or 5 free throws.
That is crazy. Well, I mean, like the jury's out. Like Cade is a dude. Like there's no... Like if the refs start to see that, game over, man. Game over, man. The fact that...
He's not even him. Cade is Mr. Him. Like
that's Mr. Him to you.
Mr. Him. He's just such a stud. Trevor Browning says Cade is looking like a different monster. His finishing looks much improved, and his shot has a bit more arc on it. He's ready for this season.
Yeah. The 3-point shot looks really good, and he looks really willing to take it. Mm-hmm. And I hope that that's not a preseason overreaction. I hope that's something that stands pat throughout the season, because that's if he can just like be as big a threat from there as he is when he puts it on the deck, like that opens things up for everybody. And exciting stuff. Like for him to have like multiple like 20+ point halves in these, like I really wanted him to play in the preseason, and now I'm like, maybe we should shut him down.
He's done. Like just be
I think we've seen enough.
What he got to prove? Like the only thing that he's got to prove is that like he's better than literally every player in the preseason. It's fucking crazy. Stats, by the way, he averaged 5.3 free throw attempts per game last season, which is insane.
8.5 against the Bucks.
So let's say he doubles his free throw attempts. He gets to like 10, right?
Let's just say 9. Let's say 9. Let's
say 9. That's another 4 points a game. That puts him up to 30 points per game. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
His confidence looks so high. He's for sure locked in right now. The headbutt. How about the headbutt after the just absolute stomp down in transition? The defense looks so fucking good on top of it. Like I see all these publications and podcasts talking about how Ant could be the MVP. What is Ant better at? Shooting
Probably
more often?
Shooting. I think probably shooting. I think
His
that's
shooting
the
percentage
one
is
thing.
worse.
I
His
think
shooting
that's the
percentage is
one.
worse.
I know, but the volumes. I don't know. I think people might is his 3-point percentage worse?
I think his 3-point percentage is higher, but
that's what I'm. I mean, he takes a lot of shots. I would argue that Ant takes too many shots and could stand to like distribute the ball better. Like Kate, like I think that's what they need him to do. It's like it's the T-Wolves. Like Mike Conley's getting up there. Anyway, I know who I'd rather have running the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that's a hot take. That's a hot take. People on TikTok don't like that.
I you know what I like about Cade Cunningham? I won't say it, but I'll keep it in. Like we'll keep it. I'll tell you after podcast. But overall, Cade is great. Do you think he has an outside shot at MVP if the Pistons make it to like the 2 seed or dare I say the 1 seed?
I think if they're the 1 seed, like yeah. But I mean, he was. Like I don't think Cade is going to win the MVP. I think Jokic should have won the MVP last season. I understand that because of just how dominant the Thunder was. Like you had to give it to Shea, but just the season Jokic had is stupid. Insane. Like it's just like I don't know how you really compete with that. And like even if I don't know, I doubt it, but he was number 7 in MVP voting last season. Last season, and I definitely think he's going to be better. Yeah, I'm really interested to see like how much scoring load is on him. Like, is someone gonna like? Because I think everyone's going to get better, but like, is someone going to score 20 points a game? Is someone going to score close to 20 points a game? Is Ivy going to continue the momentum that he had before Cole Anthony derailed it?
Which, by the way, Trevor, he's like, Ivy looked a bit rusty for sure, but I think he'll come back around. I don't mind him sitting out last night, though, especially with that bum Cole Anthony over in Milwaukee. Hilarious.
Yeah, we're over it. We're still not thinking about it. We've moved on.
There was a play where the announcer's like, Cole Anthony, legs tangled up. And I was like, don't say that. We don't know. We don't want to be thinking about that.
Deja vu, baby.
I think back to Cade, like what you were saying before about other people handling the ball and him being like off ball, I think that just gives him a new attack point, and defenses can't like focus on him as much because he doesn't have the ball in his hands, right? Yeah. And then he can just take off. Like he got those step back threes, he got the drive and back downs. He's got
his baseline work is nasty, dude. He's so scary from everywhere. Like,
dude, he's also huge. Like he looks so big.
He looks fast too. He looks quick right now. You saw him and Duran like running a lot over the season, like really working on that conditioning. And I really hope there's not like a ramp up like there have been in past seasons. It really seems like he's ready. Yeah, I'm so geeked. I can't wait. I can't wait for Cade Cunningham to play basketball. I can't wait for these Pistons to play basketball. Let's talk more. We're gonna put the overreactor in put it away for a little bit, but I'm glad we'll save it for the first 2 games of the season. That's when you're every little stint we'll bring it back. Yeah. But so what were your big takeaways that we haven't covered? Because we covered Asar having the ball in his hands a whole bunch, Ivy looking a little rusty, Cade looking dominant, Bobby Clinton and being like, all right, as far as that goes. Give me some takeaways that you had from watching these 2 games. Really excited to see Stu shooting more, and he just looks fantastic in general, like on both ends. I think his I don't expect him to like do a ton of drives, but he looks better with the ball. Mm-hmm. Like he just looks more comfortable and like pretty good around the rim. Really, the shot, I'm excited to see more of that, especially like, we've got Duncan Robinson, but like Karis LeVert does look like a little like we're gonna see. It was preseason games, but like he only played 1 game. It was 1 game. If I'm just saying, if Karis's shot isn't falling, we're gonna need guys like Stu to step up. We're gonna need guys like Ivy to be really good. Yeah, like we're gonna need threats from behind the 3-point line. We're gonna need Ron to hit his threes. Like he hit 3 in both games. Even though his second game wasn't the best, he still shot like 33% from 3, I think, and his shot looks good. I think the 3 is not going to be a problem for him. And like you're saying for Stu also looks ready to take that 3. Like there's not a whole bunch of hesitancy. It's like he worked hard on it. Why not? It looks like when the shot's there, he's going to take it, and he's been making it. On top of it, it doesn't look like it's falling off or anything. So that's
that's exciting news. And per like him just looking good overall on both ends of the floor, his chemistry with Cade as far as like pick and rolls go and just like anticipating Cade's passes is great. And that's one thing that Duncan Robinson doesn't quite have yet, especially in the last game. There were like 2 or 3 occasions when Cade passed Duncan the ball and he didn't have his hands ready for it or wasn't expecting it. Once was under the basket, once was at the 3-point line. And like, I expect that to come with time. He's getting his opportunities, but like they've got to build this chemistry a little bit. And I think with the vets, with Karras and with Duncan is in the right spots. He's going to the right places. He's getting his shots off. He's been good on transition. Like he's made some threes. He's missed some threes. He did airball his first 3, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Super happy that I didn't take that into the
well, then he proceeded to make the next 2. Yeah.
Right. So like with him, it's a question of, I think, getting comfortable with the Cade chemistry. And with Karras, I don't know what his role in this team is, or like if the preseason, if this Asar thing with him ball handling isn't like the regular season plan and it's supposed to be like Karras handling the ball in the regular season, then maybe that's a thing. But like in the last game, I didn't know what he was supposed to do because he's not like your scorer. He's not your ball handler. He's not your big, like, is he just serviceable defensive wing who can score sometimes?
It might be that. I mean, that seems very Trajan-like, you know.
Yeah.
My perception of Karras, and I'm not like a huge student of his game, but when I like remember watching the most Karras was when he was on that fun Nets team with D'Lo, when like all the stars were, or was it before they acquired KD and Kyrie, or was it when they were hurt?
I think it was when, I can't remember, but
they were really fun and they had that crazy bench mob. But I just remember him being a bucket, like just going and getting buckets. And like, I hope he's able to do some of that. And I hope he's still got that. Like, obviously it would be cool to see him like sort of assume that backup point guard role. But like, we saw that happen sort of by committee, just Asar, Ivy, like we've got Sasser to, Yep. So like there's guys who can do that. Even Tobias is comfortable with the ball in his hand. By the way, Tobias looks good.
Looked fresh. He did
that
not
yam,
look like...
that yam dude
woo. Just stroll right in. He did not look like what's going on, fellow kids meme. He looked young.
No.
That's exciting. It's really exciting to see, and to see like these rotational wings they have playing like that for position as well. It's this team looks versatile, and the offensive does seem to like shut down a little bit when Cade's not out there, but also Cade and Ivy like almost exclusively played together, I think, in that first game. So
right, they just did the full bench swap,
right,
which I don't think will happen a lot during games. This isn't a couple of years ago, you know, but
I do want to talk about some of the other guys that we have, though.
Yeah, please.
We talked about like Harrison, like what his role. That's essentially what Javonte Green's role seems to be too, like defensive wing, rotational wing who can pop a 3 every once in a while. Although sometimes the 3s don't look great, sometimes they look okay. He did drive once that looked pretty cool. I thought he was going to slam it, but apparently he jumped too far away and just got the layup in. Still worked, super fine with it. Rep the
Choose 2.
Take the 2. And one of my biggest takeaways, Mickey, is not last year's 37th overall pick, but this year's 37th overall pick.
Oh,
because
he likes Chaz.
I do like Chaz. And
Smooth Chaz, baby.
Smooth Chaz. Oh my God. Like he's coming in kind of early. He's getting that shot off quick. The defense looks better than I thought it was.
Me too. Active hands.
Yeah. And like he's been able to drive and he's been able to cut. The shot looks good. Like the first game, I think he made 3 of 5. In the second game, he made a couple and then it like slumped off a little bit at the end, but like it's still coming out quick. And people were so concerned about like the shooters, like the Pistons don't have enough spacing on this team if they lost Beasley and they lost THJ. But you have Duncan, you have Ivy. Ron shooting is going to get better, and we got Karras who's like okay, and Cade's shooting looks like it's better. And I think Chaz could potentially, I don't know how exactly it would work out, but I wouldn't be shocked if he played himself into like kind of rotational role on this team.
Yeah, 10 minutes. I wouldn't be shocked either. We need that shooting, and like we've got rotational wings, but if they're not spacing the floor, we need someone who can. Like this team really operated well last season, having 2 shooters. I'm not worried about Duncan. Like you said, the chemistry with Cade will come, and just he looks so good, and his motion shooting is just like, it's so pretty to watch. Like he's just really skilled shooter.
In the first game, he had that the ball fake to the side.
The fake swing is so nasty. That is like, and it's like, he's not passing.
No, right. Although I do think everybody on the team was rather unselfish. Like,
yes,
for the most part,
yes.
The most selfish looking player was Cade, and like, go for it, go off. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, out there looking like Big Hero 6 next to everybody.
He's that dude. It was so crazy watching Cade, man. It just like, it's like everything you remember and then some, and very, very encouraging.
We have to give a little shine to that lob pass from Tobias that Cade switched under the best lob he's ever got in his life, so he had to score it.
So that's a joke. That's a joke, Cade. Explain what you're saying for those who didn't hear.
So he got asked about that lob pass from Tobias, which was
gross.
Sus.
To use your word, it was gross.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. And Cade responded, "Well, it was the best lob pass I ever had in my life, so I just had to score, you know." And
it's funny. He's dry. He's dry. I love him. That's my point guard.
He's so great. When he did that, it was preseason. I still stood up. I left the room. I walked out of the room. There's no.
It went viral. It was like one of the
NBA's #1 play of the day.
I hate to say this, but like the shot from the back, the other angle on it was like just unbelievable. Like the quick hand switch. Everyone's saying like Michael Jordan stuff, you know. Everyone's saying they said that, not me. I didn't say that.
Everyone's saying it. It doesn't matter.
If everyone's saying it, it's
there was part of me. I will admit, there's part of me when I was like doing yard work and stuff that was a little worried that last year was going to be like just the best Cade we were ever going to see. And now I don't think that's true. Like I really don't. And like, just imagine a season of even better Cade next year. Next to
I don't have to imagine it because I feel like I saw a little glimpse, a little sneak peek. Yeah, look, we don't want to overreact to the preseason, but yeah, it looks like it's coming a lot easier to him, and especially if like all of the ball handling burden isn't on him. Like the usage was crazy last season, and I feel like everybody after they get eliminated says that they're going into the season with a chip on their shoulder. It really feels like he's got a chip on his shoulder and like wants to win and wants to advance.
That guy's got a whole can of Pringles on his shoulder.
That's a lot of chips.
That's a
lot of chips.
It's a lot right there. So
once you pop, you don't stop.
You should grow the mustache, the little Pringles mustache with the curls on it. You don't like with the curl?
I like Cade's got the beard. He's got the beard going. He's got a look.
He does have a look. Bro, I'm so happy. I know I texted you this, but like, it's so cool we get to root for this guy.
Yeah. No, he rocks. He's like I feel like he's the perfect amount of like animated, but also not like over celebrating after. Like he's very nonchalant with it, just like it's like very normal for him. And there's something, the coldest celebration is no celebration, but he also gets like super hyped for all his teammates and like when you know, like still get the headbutt against the glass, but he's not like, I just think of the Jalen Green moment from like a couple years ago when like Jalen Green like dunked in his face and like proceeded to scream and flex and then not do anything for the rest of the game. And it's like, it's nice having a guy who doesn't do that. Respectfully to the Phoenix Suns, who I'm sure will be keeping Jalen Green for years to come.
I mean, they seem to like him.
So, okay. Well, it seems like
the kid's got some skill. It's just whatever.
Great scorer. Great scorer.
But so is Cade.
Among other things. Yeah. Like,
okay. What do you have any other takeaways from the preseason? Like, were there any lineup combinations that you liked? Was there anything you liked seeing? Was there anything that concerned you?
Just briefly, I think the lineup that they went into the second game with, like struggled or you know, lacking size, but they were winning the game until it just became, you know, like end of rotation guys.
Yep.
So I think that's encouraging to see them play the 4 by committee, but it does sort of highlight to me how important Tobias is to this team, and like whether it's a trade at the deadline for a backup 4 or like a big piece or whatever.
He's coming around, folks. My guy's coming around a little bit.
I'm getting a little Lowry pilled out here. I just feel like Cade is ready. But like let's let things play out. Let's see how they go. I just like whether it's depth at the 4 or just like a dude. Yeah, I think we could use that. Like against, it's going to be tough against 2 big lineups. But they still looked good. They still looked good against, and I mean, that wasn't even the 2 big lineup that they're going to have.
We've seen no Duren. Are you concerned at all with the Duren day-to-day stuff?
No, not really. I assume it's just them being cautious. If the regular season starts and Duren's still like slow to start, like we'll cross that bridge. But Stu looks really good and Paul Reed looks really good.
Yeah.
I really want Ron to be really good this season. I want to see him stop shuffling his feet on drives. I want to see him continue to shoot and just make really good decisions and just be a menace on defense like he is. I really want Ron to like force his way into the starting lineup either next season or like late into this season. Like I really believe in him. So I think he's just he oozes Piston to me. So I just really want to see him become more of a staple.
Okay. I was listening to the Pin Down, which is another Detroit Pistons podcast. It's Detroit Bad Boys. It's Wes and Blake over there, West Davenport, Blake Silverman. They do a great job. The podcast is a great listen. They're very knowledgeable. I
mean, it's not based off a mystical prophecy or anything.
No. I didn't think it was magical. I didn't think it was mystical. I just say it's an informative podcast. Who knows their stuff, and
that's important too.
They got asked a question on their podcast about who they thought would be the first Piston to score 50 points this season. If Pistons would score 50 points as a player this season, and I thought I'm going to admit, guys, go listen to Pin Down. I'm advertising Pin Down right now, so I can steal this question. Mickey, I want to ask you, and Trevor, if you're in the chat still, who do you think is going to score 50 points this season?
It sounds like the way you set this up that they said Ron, and I love that take. I for sure think it's going to be Cade this season. Yeah, Is this not including Cade?
You can include Cade. Then
I would have to pick Cade because I'm honestly surprised he didn't do it last season, and it's just a matter of time. He had like multiple 20+ point halves. I don't think Ron's going to do it before Cade does it.
I'm the only reason I think he might. So
who does he think he is? Sadiq Bey?
Well, they did bring up Ron. They brought up a couple, but they said Cade was number 1. I think maybe Ivy was number 2. I can't remember, but Cade,
I can see that
Cade was number 1. I think, no joke, I think Ron might be my number 2 for it happening because
I love that.
I remember last season there were some games where Ron put up 20 points in minutes, just a few fucking minutes, and it just absolutely exploded.
Such a good finisher.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a good finisher. What do you think Ivy's career high is
right now, points wise?
Yeah,
37. Wow,
that's it.
It's 37.
Yeah,
cool.
Wow, you had that locked. Wow, that's insane. Good pull.
I think I remember that happened. It was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah. Kings. He loves to eat it up.
He's a king eater.
Yeah, I love that. Num 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 num. But
lost the oil out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's I could absolutely see, but I could also just see
could you see, like Trevor says, Paul Reed, hustle is crazy, just need 25 putback for an easy 50 piece?
Yes. No, but I could weirdly see if Paul Reed has to play most of the game, I could see him getting 15 and 20. Just a monster rebound game.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I could see that with Ron. He just would need to get the minutes. But I guess if you're that hot, they're going to keep going to you.
Right.
But I guess I just don't think of him as such a shooter yet. I want to, but that's just not again, not to keep being Sadiq Bey, but he just kept banging threes among other things. Right. But he was just unconscious.
But Sadiq also could not get to the basket like Ron can get to the basket.
That's true.
Not in transition, not in the half court. No way. Right.
That's true.
And Ron's a finisher. So it can just be a blur. So I would it's so crazy to say this, but especially after watching preseason, I expect Cade to get 50 points this season.
Yeah.
I would not.
I mean, he's no Malachi Flynn, but
Yeah,
he's the last two Pistons to have 50-point games is crazy.
Malachi and Sadiq, yeah. Shout out to those.
Respect.
Legends.
They're hoopers. I don't believe Flynn is in the league anymore, but that's neither here nor there.
Is that true? Poor guy.
I don't think he is.
What a bummer. He was all right. I mean, 50 points is 50 points. But like, all I'm saying is I wouldn't be shocked if Ron got it, especially if Ron's shooting the three at like 34 or 35%.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Because like, who has more confidence than Ron Holland? Nobody. Not me. No.
That's for sure.
There are certain politicians who are running the country right now who don't have the confidence of Ron Holland.
Yeah. No, I love Ron, and I just want to see him grow this season. I think the sky's really the limit for him. The shot looks really good. Like, we saw him take a whole bunch of different types of threes in summer league. I think he's got like a really good percentage in these two games. And that's one thing to look forward to. Like, even if they do shut Cade down, which like they should. There's no reason for him to, I mean, unless it's just about like forming chemistry with guys like Duncan and like, like if that, I mean, whatever, I'm going to keep watching. It's fun to watch my team play basketball. Hot take. Nothing overreaction about that. But yeah, I do want to see Ron continue to play, and I want him to keep looking ready.
I want to see in the preseason more of a star with the ball and more Ron attacking. Like, yeah, that's kind of what I care about. Like, I don't expect Ivy to get up to speed in the preseason. I think it's going to take like a little while. And like, I don't care about the other guys, honestly, at all. It's like, your role players, that's cool. I want to see an explosive upward trajectory from these guys who are trying to hone very specific skills that they didn't necessarily have last season.
Very specific set of skills. Very specific. Yeah.
I want Ron to be taken 3-pointers.
Yeah. I'm taken with him. I'm very taken. Yeah. So, yeah, no, lots to look forward to. When's the next game? What do we got?
Let me look it up. I should have known. I think is it Monday?
I should have known too. Let's see what we got.
Pardon our research here.
It's Tuesday against the Cavs.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting. I wonder how many of the Cavs, like the actual Cavs, are playing. It looks like Mobley's playing, Hunter's playing. Doesn't look like Donovan Mitchell played. He had a really big half.
Everyone's playing a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, everyone's playing except Luka. Luka is not playing.
I mean, he's in the best shape of his life, so we're gonna expect some good things out of him.
Was he gonna waste it? Was he gonna waste it on the
on the preseason? Give me a break.
Yeah.
Especially when, do you hear LeBron's out for like the first month of the season?
I did, yeah.
So
it's gonna be the Luka show, baby.
Oh yeah.
The Luke show. The Luke show.
Luka and Austin Reeves and Jake LaRavia and DeAndre Ayton squad. Marcus Smart too, I guess, is how that's going to play out. So
just give LaRavia the keys, baby.
We're believers over in the later thing.
Yeah.
So is there anything else Pistons related you want to talk about, or should we shift into the BMC?
Let's go BMC, baby.
Okay, before we do that, though, let's make sure that you're liking and subscribing.
Don't have to remind Trev Dog because he knows what's up. But for the rest of you, smash it. Get to smashing. I want you channeling your inner Hulk, and I want you smashing that like button. I want you smashing, more importantly, the subscribe button.
Yeah, we got to get back up to 90, it looks like.
and to a lesser extent, the bell for notifications. But really, we want subscriptions. We want subs. It doesn't cost anything. We're having fun. We're popping in the overreactor at great risk to our own personal health.
I gotta get radiation checked out after this.
Yeah, it's not good. But like you said, the eBay rating was high, so maybe we'll be okay. But yeah, stay with us. We're geeked for the season. Geek out with us. Nerd out with us. Laugh with us. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna have some bits. We're gonna
some guests. We're gonna bring a guest on next week. We'll figure that out.
Yeah,
I think. Which I got to talk to you about. But I think we'll do it on Monday, or not Monday, but on Wednesday, if that's cool with you, because I'm gonna be out of town.
Probably can do that. Yeah.
Okay, great. So Basketball Movie Club, we hinted at this. We didn't hint at it. We explicitly said last week that we were going to do an all-time classic, and we did. We did Love and Basketball. And Mickey, tell me how this makes you feel.
I love this movie. This is a really sweet love story that like tackles some areas of the game and does things that I've not seen another basketball movie do. I was telling one of my buddies about that we were watching this, and I'd already seen it, but he's like, "Oh man, he is so toxic." and that's
Quincy's
true.
dad?
Yeah, Allstate. Yeah, Q's pretty toxic. Q is toxic. It's really fun. It's really sweet. I know you love this movie too. I know you've bought clothes because of this movie. There it is.
White shirt.
There it is
from the movie. I love this movie. I love the soundtrack. Like
good.
Yo, any movie, like it doesn't matter the quality of your movie. If you have I Want to Be Your Man on that soundtrack, I'm gonna watch your movie all day.
Yeah.
I love it. It's such a friggin' jam. I love voice box R&B. It's sick. The basketball I thought was pretty good. In it, the lead actor, the lady, I can't remember her name, but she's awesome. Like she
rocks.
She displays a lot of emotion, a lot of heart. Like her story is great. Also, like growing up. So this movie came out when I was
Sana Lathan.
Yeah. She's awesome. And this movie came out when I was, I think in middle school, not entirely positive. And at this time, before this movie even came out, but like I connected this movie because I realized I really liked girls that played basketball, like super, super big. That was like such a, an adolescent turn on for me as a kid. It's like if a girl played basketball, I was into
formative.
It. My first ever girlfriend, Erica Kadnack, she was on the basketball team. And I also had a crush on her AAU teammate, Whitney Gunther. So shout out to them. Y'all are both great. I hope you're living your best lives right now. And, rock on. But it was because of their game. Like, I loved their game. And, like, just the idea of being able to play basketball with somebody I liked and stuff is just sick. And so watching the movie when, they're little kids and they're playing ball together. God, these bots are just losing their mind over here. It's like Twitter in our chat right now.
They love this movie.
Bots talking it up. They're canceling each other out. But, like, right when they first meet and like they're like, oh, she's a girl, we lost to a girl, like it's like wild, that whole feeling, and he pushes her and he feels like bad about it, all that jazz. Insane. Did you have a favorite scene in this movie?
I like a lot of scenes in it. The strip basketball scene in the dorm room is pretty hot.
That's not even my favorite one-on-one scene in the movie.
No.
The climactic one where they play one-on-one, and he like beats her.
They play they play for his heart.
Yeah. Like, my God, dude, like I cried in theater. So when I watched that, I was like, no, what are you doing, dude? Can't you see? Can't you see? Baby. She's there for you. Oh my God. I also, I know we said Q's toxic, but like I feel bad for him because he has a breakdown because his idol, his dad,
he's just following what he's seen.
Right. And his dad like betrayed his concept of morality the whole time through.
He was his hero.
So sad.
But that's Allstate, Stan. No, it's
your son catch you cheating on his mother.
What scene I really love is just like, and it's like just such a hoop scene, is when Monica is playing in the championship and it's her POV. And we hear her in her thoughts talking to herself and like, oh, fake left, like don't reach, like just like all the little inner monologue, which is like the movie doesn't do that except for that scene. And sometimes that stuff takes me out of things. I loved it. And I'd never seen it before. And I don't think I've seen it since. I'm sure it's in something. Shout me out if I'm wrong. Call me out if I'm wrong. But that scene's really excellent. And all the scenes with them as little kids are great because a lot of times movies, when they have little kids, they're like way too mature and they like talk like adults. And they didn't do that in this movie.
These are kids.
In the scene where he asks her to be his girlfriend, and they like kiss for 5 seconds because that's how long he thinks you're supposed to kiss. Like they very quickly like devolve into a shoving match.
Yeah, right.
And it's really cute. They're like, I don't know what a boyfriend or a girlfriend is. I just know that's something I'm supposed to do. So let's do that. And they're like, okay. Like it's just it feels very real. And like there's just a lot of like the whole thing feels very authentic.
Yeah. I love the WNBA perspective on it as well, because, or like the professional basketball aspect for women coming out of it. Cause it's like it seemed like college was like it, right? And then what? Then you go overseas and that's like your career or whatever.
The overseas thing is I'm so glad they show that, because that's another thing I've not seen. And just like the loneliness of being out there and your like college rival kind of being your friend, and like just bonding over being like in a strange place where you don't really know anybody and no one speaks the language, but you're like hooping for a living.
Pretty sick. And for barely a living, which by the way, WNBA needs to up the pay. I think I saw.
Yeah. We got the championship tonight, baby.
Watch that championship. Get more eyes on that sport. I think I saw Ace post or repost something on Blue Sky that the new CBA is saying like the Supermax is closer to $850,000, which is fucking insane. Like that's so little.
Offensive.
It's so little money. Like it's a hot sport. They're great athletes. Get them some money. Get them the money.
Give it to them. Shout out to Quincy for dating Tyra Banks and Gabrielle Union in one movie. That's pretty impressive. Those are numbers. You're putting up numbers at that point. And of course he gets with Monica in the end, and that's what it's all about.
It's about love and Whitney Gunther, but we're getting close.
It's up. It's right, but it's up there. It's two also, iconic.
He actually dated
iconic.
I only dated one, so whatever.
Well, I don't really think he dated Gabrielle Union, but he could have. She passed him a pretty explicit note.
I couldn't have. I didn't even have a conversation. I just liked the game. So
I think you still got it. I think you still got a shot. I think you still got it.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty happily.
Hop on Facebook just to put some feelers out, see what she says.
But yeah, Gabrielle was like really feeling it, which is wild. Like. Just wild how much she was going at. But good for her, because she got her own basketball player, right? She got Dwayne Wade.
She certainly did. Good
for her, and good for us for watching that movie. It's so sweet. That scene that you talked about really is amazing, and it's like so heartbreaking when they lose the lead because she messes up, and then she runs down and she like takes a shot. She's like, make it, and you see it brick, and then she's like just so messed up about the whole scene. Been there. Those moments suck.
Yeah,
horrible stuff. Yeah. But when we get back next week, because I think we're all wrapped up here, we're going to talk about the next preseason basketball game. We won't even get to the final one, but we'll get there and we'll talk more about it. We'll keep the overreactor in the shed for a little bit until we work some kinks out of that thing. Make sure we're not getting any noxious gases out of it. Is that a word?
Noxious gases. Yeah. Or lead poisoning or whatever is in that thing.
Yeah. We'll find maybe it's just 97.1 frequencies moving into that thing from the ticket. But we'll find out. Anyway, it's been a great episode. I don't know what basketball movie we're gonna do next time. Mickey, do you have one you want to pitch?
Should we put some feelers out on Blue Sky, or do you want me to just make a call?
If you have one you want to do it, and otherwise we'll put it on Blue Sky.
Let's put it on Blue Sky. Let's put it to the people. Trevor, you had your shot and you nailed it. Yeah. You already gave us one, and we watched it, and it was a movie. So yeah, we'll take it to the internet, and we'll see what all 4 people respond and say. So.
Get back at us, 4 people.
Yeah, we need it.
We need to know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining into the podcast. It's always so great sharing this time with you, and I hope you're as excited about the team as we are. And I hope you can take our overreaction to the grain of salt. They were inflated, artificially.
It was
inflated.
The reactor. It wasn't us. It wasn't us.
It was the reactor.
That's not us.
So we'll be back sometime next week. See you then. Until then, I've been Harry.
And I'm Mickey.
And we're going to say OOBH the way a horse would say it, because that's how a horse would say it.